Hello and welcome back to Read Becca. Don't you love a TBR? I skipped January to give myself a little bit of a break, but I'm back with my February TBR, and I just love the excitement and possibilities that are infused into all of these selections that I'm looking forward to reading. And so yeah, this is all of that bursting energy of what's to come in the next month. I'm keeping it very light this month. I have mentioned a couple times here on this channel. I signed up for my first time doing the BookTube prize, and I'm going for the translated work category. So I think I will potentially have 6 books to read for that I don't know what they are, but that'll be coming up in February and March for round 1 if I do get selected to be on the judging panel. So I'm keeping it light. I'm going to keep it to mostly stuff that I own, so that I can push it if need be, or not worry about due dates for anything. So let's get into it. I have just 4 things for this month. So my first book up is kind of an odd one because it has a story for how it got to me. I have Boys, Beasts, and Men by Sam J. Miller. And this one got to me because Tachyon reached out and asked me if I wanted an early copy. So this one is not out till May, but I am hoping to get to it this month. And I've requested stuff from Tachyon previous years from NetGalley, and I'm assuming that because of the works that I was requesting, I got put on some watch list for ultra weird, super queer stuff, and so that's what this is going to be. Sam Miller has written several novels that have won lots of awards. He's won Nebulas. He was up for a Lodestar for his first novel. And I think this is his first short story collection, and everything I'm seeing is that this is going to be very genre blending speculative stories, which is, genre blending is completely my buzzword. So I'm really looking forward to getting into this one. I'm very excited to have a copy, thanks to Tachyon. And the next one that I have here is a novella, Succulents and Spells by Andy C. Buchanan. Shannon from That's So Poe read this whole series and did a full series review last year, so I will link that full series review down below. But it sounds like this is going to be like a fantasy, romance, cozy mystery maybe, and it's set in New Zealand from a New Zealand author, and this one is self-published, so that hits my goal for the year, that I'm looking to read more self-published work. So I'm really excited to get into this one because it sounds like it's going to be a great soft read. Then off of my TBR shelf, after I finished the Simone St. James book a couple weeks ago, I was really just feeling the vibes of wanting more crime thriller type stuff. So I am going to pick up Midnight at the Bright Ideas bookstore, and that is by Matthew Sullivan. And this one is an odd one because I think it starts out with a character working in a bookstore, and she finds a dead body, and that dead body has a picture of her as a child in their pocket. So it sounds very thrilling, and she kind of gets set off on trying to figure out why the heck this person had a picture of her as a child. And it obviously has some bookish vibes, so definitely looking forward to getting into this one. And finally, my library pick is a nonfiction, and this is Antigone Rising, The Subversive Power of Ancient Myths. Try to get less glare there. And it's by Helen Morales. So this one I have never seen anybody talk about. I actually checked Goodreads, and it has less than 1,000 ratings, and no one that I know has reviewed it. So the couple sentences on the front flap just completely sold me on it. The picture of classical antiquity most of us learned in school is framed in certain ways, glossing over misogyny while omitting the seeds of feminist resistance. Many of today's harmful practices, like school dress codes, exploitation of the environment, and rape culture, have their roots in the ancient world. But in Antigone Rising, classicist Helen Morales reminds us that the myths have subversive power because they are told and read in different ways. Through these stories, whether it's Antigone's courageous stand against tyranny or the indestructible Caeneus who inspires trans and genderqueer people today, Morales uncovers hidden truths about solidarity, empowerment, and catharsis. So that just completely sold me. So this was a possibly great random pickup from the library shelf that I think I'm probably going to really love. I'm getting kind of vibes like Women in Power by Mary Beard, possibly, which I completely enjoyed, but that's a very, very slim little thing adapted from Beard's lectures. And this one has a little bit more to it. It's still very thin, but I'm hoping to tuck right into this very soon. So that is what's on my TBR for the month, as well with Valentine's Day. I may try to pick up some romance. I thought about picking some up at the library, but I realized I have a ton on my Kindle already. I've got a couple of penny reads. I've got some Elle Kennedy. I've got several like self-published paranormal and witchy romances that I could get into. So we're gonna stick light and try to browse my own stuff that I have had sitting out there and not reading for the longest time. So that's what I'm reading this month. Are you excited about any of these books? What are you putting on your TBR this month? Thanks so much for watching.